Hi, everybody. Regina Roberti, licensed trainer of advanced conversational hypnosis. And I just wanted to come on and say something kind of bold. Um, I wanted to spend less time and make more money doing what I was doing, working with clients in the hypnosis industry. But I was running into a problem. I had so much preparation to do prior to a session and afterwards with the breakdown and the homework that it would all just become too much. I even created a PowerPoint presentation to memorize all of the things that I needed to remember for the session. And I am really good at working with my clients in hypnosis sessions, but the amount of time that I had to spend setting up, preparing for whatever problem they told me they wanted to work on. Then I had to build rapport with them. There was always a pre-talk, some suggestibility tests, deepeners, getting them into a state of relaxation through guided meditation. And it just felt like it was becoming too time consuming. And it was more about getting the client to a place where they felt comfortable enough with me. And it was never about the therapy aspect of hypnosis. So between the homework and the audios, which felt like such a strain on time for me to organize and prep, it also felt like a waste of time because clients don't follow the homework that you give them. They do not listen to the recordings. And there was just so many things that I had to remember: the hypnotic suggestions, the language patterns, the confusion techniques. And we were working on symptoms and not root causes. And so there was this deep knowing and feeling that there had to be more to working with the client, and there had to be a quicker way. Like I just had this sense that there was something out there that I could use that would be more effective and less time consuming. I'm a homeschool mom. I raise two young children. There's way too much to do. My husband works all day long, every day, like 6 days a week. And so there's too much time in the day that was being consumed by all of this wasteful prep and breakdown. And I don't know, the setup was just too much for me in particular. So I set out to find something that would be more effective, that I didn't have to assign homework for, and that I didn't really need to prepare all of these things. And I didn't need a PowerPoint presentation, which, to be honest, while you're in the session, you go, oh, what do I do next? And then now, instead of focusing on the client, I'm focusing on the PowerPoint presentation that is set up on my computer in front of me, trying to scroll through the pages and not do it so conspicuously that my client knew that I felt like I was forgetting the steps and how to guide them. Even though I knew what I was talking about, I knew what I was doing, I still felt very heavily reliant on something that gave me a list of all the things that I should be doing in the session. So I came across advanced conversational hypnosis, which isn't even about the hypnosis, although the name is there. It's not about the trance. It's not about suggestibility and inductions. It's not about language patterns. It's just about finding out why the client believes that they have the problem that they have, and how do they, as the client who created these issues, how do we remove all of the beliefs that have compounded into this current situation that they're dealing with that is a painful one? And how do we uncover why they have that problem? What made them think that they needed that problem to be okay? Because there has to be some kind of gain, some kind of reason why the client would do something where they would have this problem that would keep them from achieving something that would make them happy. And so I just spent a lot of time and effort into trying to make that happen through a hypnosis session. And now it's not that way at all. Working with clients is really fun. Each client is, they're all started at the same place, but each client is addressed on an individual basis. And it just helps to wait for their cues. They're the ones who are the guides for the session. They're the ones who are telling us where they need that help. And we become, in this modality, better listeners, better communicators, and we stop with all of the suggestibility, the affirmations, the putting our own words into our client's head, because that doesn't work. If the client is the one who created the problem, they're the only one who can clear that problem from their experience. And all we need to do is show them where they've come up with that decision to have that be their norm and challenge it so that they can think to themselves, wait, this really isn't as good as I believed it was. My beliefs and conclusions are not really true. And now I can take those resources that I've put into place to keep me safe and throw them away because they're more harmful than they are good. And now I can come up with newer resources, ones that are going to benefit me going forward. And it's such a casual modality to sit and talk with somebody and navigate what they're saying and what's coming up in the session. It's just so much easier. I could not be more happy having found this way of working with a client because it just has become more exciting. I never lose my interest in working with people, and every single person is a totally different experience. No two sessions are alike, even if the topic of conversation, the problem is the same from person to person, because it doesn't matter how many smokers you get, or how many people you have that are struggling with sleep, or how many people are dealing with the inability to lower their weight or eat better, or, whatever the issue. Every single person has such a unique experience and a unique reason why they are where they are. And it keeps it exciting. And I think a lot of practices are missing that. They've got all the preparation and the note taking and the homework and, the inconsistency in results in clients. And then the clients, there are fantastic clients that will do the homework that you give them. They will be consistent because they know it will help them. But even then, they're struggling with the results, or they are codependent on the recording in order for long periods of time, in order for them to actually keep those recurring thoughts in their mind, because their subconscious mind is set so clearly on this is how it has to be, that those recordings never even touch it. And then, so the subconscious mind will make sure that you don't listen to those recordings, because it's like, that's not even the problem. Why am I even going to listen to this thing? This isn't doing anything for me. It's great that the other person has no idea what the problem is, because I want this safety program in place. I want this conclusion, this belief to be the one that guides me through life, because it has done me a solid. There's been some kind of gain that comes out of it, secondary gain even, that comes out of me being this way, even if consciously I don't like it. And so I'm hosting a masterclass coming up in 2 weeks, February 23rd and 24th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you are realizing this about your own practice, whether you are a psychologist, a coach, a hypnotist, even a spiritual guide, somebody who works with people on the spiritual level, this problem happens with every single person. There is some deeper belief that nobody is touching when working with their clients. And so their clients continue to have these problems. And even so, when you work on the symptom of the problem, but you don't actually go to that root cause, the client gets worse rather than better. You get frustrated, they get frustrated, and everybody is tired of not being able to get the results that they really need to move forward in life and be happy, and just leave the past in the past and move forward with something that actually makes them feel good in the future. So I have about a week and a half left of accepting students. So please go to lifetransformationsolutions.com, check out my Calendly link, get on there, schedule your consultation with me, and let's talk about what your struggles are in your current practice, what you're seeing with your clients, and if this modality is the one that you need. For me, it's been the last modality of all modalities, and I believe that this will truly help you in your practice. And so if you believe, based on what I've just told you, that that is true for you and you resonate with this, please reach out as soon as possible and let's get your seat in my masterclass. Take care.